Hello there, everyone! Zantok here with Slickstar Gaming, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. And today, we'll be saying goodbye to somebody because we're putting them out as a killer and they're gonna be killed for it. Ah! How dare they, though, really? Like, what the hell? We could have had, like, a whole nice little island adventure, and they're just like, but I feel like murder. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
It's because Monokuma felt like murder.
But Monokuma's not the one that killed anybody, to be fair. That first game, yes, he did. This game, he didn't. So, I mean, yeah, he provided motive, but it's still somebody who was just like, you know what? I feel like killing. But who did it? And that's the question we gotta figure out now. As always, I've put together a few thoughts on the matter. The way, in between episodes, I was kind of looking over the evidence again, trying to get myself a clearer picture of what happened. And it looks like what it's trying to tell us is that beforehand, somebody set up glowing tape under the table and then they set up a blackout to happen at an exact time by having the irons and the two AC units to trip the breaker. In the darkness, Byakuya sees the glowing tape, goes to investigate, crawls on the table because he's fucking dumb, I guess, and then gets stabbed from under the floorboards. Thinking about this, only one person makes any sense. The one person that wasn't there. Fuyuhiko. However, the question I have to ask is, how did he settle this up? Did he sneak in while Nagito was cleaning and just never got noticed? Seems kind of weird, if that's the case. Or, was there an accomplice? The Monokuma hasn't said anything about accomplices yet in this game, but if there is one, the only one that would make sense would be Nagito. So did he set things up so that Fuyuhiko could then kill Byakuya, not knowing about the accomplice rule, because I guess it hasn't been made clear yet? I'm not sure. The setup of it doesn't make sense to me. I can understand, okay, Byakuya was dumb, he went under the table, and then got stabbed. I'm also not clear on the night vision goggles. At first I thought Byakuya wore them during the blackout to try and see what's going on. But if that's the case, then the glowing tape, he wouldn't have needed to wear them if he could see the glowing tape. Like, that part doesn't make sense to me. And then I was thinking, oh, well, maybe the person underneath the floorboards was wearing them. It's like, okay, but wait, how would they be on top of the floor? And that makes even less sense. Don't know. I also feel like the blood splatter doesn't make any sense at all. If he's lying on the floor and then he gets stabbed through the chest from the floorboards, then the blood should not have splattered the way it did. That seems weird to me. I'm assuming the game is just like, yeah, fuck it, blood splatter, but that doesn't seem to make sense to me real world. I don't know. To be fair, I've never stabbed anybody and made them bleed, so I don't technically know how that would have worked when somebody's lying down on the floorboards. It seems weird. I don't know. But I feel that's kind of where I'm at. It's probably Fuyuhiko with Nagito as possible accomplice or something. I mean, as far as I know, he was the only one in there cleaning. Unless Fuyuhiko snuck in. Teru was in there at some point to cook, but again. And Fuyuhiko was also noticed by Chiaki around the building, but it kind of seems like that was when he was leaving after killing Byakuya, I would guess.
Okay.
But they didn't explicitly state when they saw him compared to the whole blackout situation, which, to be fair, Chiaki wouldn't know exactly when the blackout happened. Just that, oh hey, there was a blackout? Byakuya's dead? Oh. That's weird. So I don't know. But let's talk to people, see what they got to say before we jump on into The Rock.
Gotcha. So I think you said you had a top 3.
Did I?
Right?
I mean, if I had to have a top 3, I'm just gonna throw Kazuichi in as number 3 after Fuyuhiko and Nagito, purely because again, of all of them, he's the one that seems like the most terrified of everything and the one that acts like he's the most desperate to leave. And during the blackout, he could have done something at that point, whether he stabbed Byakuya and then like pushed his body into the table or not.
Gotcha. Okay.
One thing I had checked was in Ibuki's testimony, because she revealed who was saying what, Byakuya noticed something was weird before Kazuichi said that he was gonna go leave the room and try to turn the breakers back on.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, maybe Byakuya noticing it was Kazuichi's little hint saying, okay, now it's time to strike, he's going for the thing, now I can go gut him like a pig, and then he pretends to go do the breakers. So he's number 3 for that reason.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright. As always,
Roger that.
left to right.
That's right. Oh, hi.
Alrighty.
Well,
In RPG video games, it is common for secret areas to be underground. Comparing our situation to a video game?
Jackie, stop being meta.
I mean, to be fair, if I'm in this situation, I'm gonna be going off Phoenix Wright over shit, so hey. Makes sense
Good
to
point.
me.
so annoying.
Jeez, how boring. You? Whatever, let's go inside already.
We'll get there, just calm down.
Be happy!
What?
Be happy! You humans have been spared! So I forgot to mention something that's kind of fun.
Sure.
So this guy's voice actor for Gundam. First off, his name's Chris Tergliafera. He's
Sounds
known
familiar.
for I know he was in a prominent part of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures thing. Years after doing the recordings for this game and everything, like he didn't even know the plots or whatever. Fully, he just knew his lines he's supposed to say for. He went through and played through like the games.
Oh,
But he did 2 first because he wasn't in 1.
makes sense.
Yeah. So, and it's fun because sometimes he was like playing because he was doing it on Twitch and he would play it with like a long purple scarf around his neck.
Nice. I like when VAs do that kind of stuff. Like the Fire Emblem 3 Houses people. A few of them would play the game on Twitch, or they would interact with the people on Twitter. It was a fun time. I don't give a flying fuck if that fat pig is dead. Who fucking cares? Seriously.
You having Fuyuhiko and Hiyoko just seems like the best combo of people for you to have.
This is the worst.
We gotta find the killer. If we don't, we're the ones who are gonna get killed.
True.
Hi there.
Hi.
You failed, Monomi. You failed. You're a failure in a diaper.
But I'm just a sweet rabbit.
No.
Monokuma put me in the diaper. It's not my fault.
Then, did you stop him? No, you didn't.
Why?
This is definitely strange. Why is this happening? Why do we have to fight the killer?
Because if we don't, we'll die?
Did you
Seems
skip
kind of
Nagito?
obvious. Yeah, because
Oh.
he's kind of like in the Byakuya spot. It seems like for a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
things from the first game.
Gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
the person that feels like they would. I mean, I guess technically he can't advance the plot in this case, but of course it happens.
It's fair enough. I would have let you know, because I know you like to do this. I would have told you if it was a specific person, so yeah.
Yeah. Peko, are you doing okay? You look like you weren't feeling too well earlier.
No.
Don't worry about it. I appreciate your concern. However, there are other things we should be focusing on. I mean, okay.
Damn it!
Ah, damn it! I don't want to go. Is there any way I can run away from this? No.
That is...
A huge organization. So, my kingdom has been cast in doubt. However, I do not think my government would participate in something like this.
I mean, they might. I just don't think they'd throw their princess in as a contestant.
That's a good point.
That's weird.
What happened, Hajime? Are you scared? Seriously, you're such a wuss.
What did we do?
Let's stop this bad joke. Why don't we have dinner instead?
We tried that. Did you see what happened?
We did. We did try that, and according to the case files, only 2 people ate your food. One of them apparently got sick and needed to use the bathroom for like 3 hours. But I also call bullshit because we saw other people eating with plates of food. It's like, what the fuck? Why did they say that?
Too, yeah.
I mean, in the picture where it says how much that only 2 people ate food, in that same picture, fucking what's her name? Insult girl. She has a plate of food in that picture.
Oh, she does?
Yes.
I didn't see that. Oh.
Yes, she does. Not presents. Nobody likes presents.
Nobody likes presents. We don't even have any.
See?
Oh my
right
gosh,
there.
you're absolutely right.
She has a plate of food.
The frick?
It pisses me off that it's like, oh, only Akane and Pekka ate it. No, they didn't.
We have proof otherwise. Okay.
This is our battle to avenge Byakuya, but I feel quite disheartened.
To be honest, I don't care about avenging him. I just care about sleuthing.
True.
You were wondering about Gundam too, right? Well, not anymore, but you too, huh? That okay. Could
Okay.
have said more there, but
Hi, Bear.
what? Something's shaking.
Ooh,
This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down.
Oh, that's not what I expected.
That thing came out.
no way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What? Such a suspicious aura! Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine is trembling with fear!
That's so totally suspicious. Hey! Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward.
You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. Okay, we need to stop saying we need to do it. Jesus Christ, that line is already annoying me. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore, because I'm taking over. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. Oh god, that was wide. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, we were swallowed. The whole thing's an elevator, I guess. That's weird.
There's an elevator!
A very familiar looking elevator.
I see! This entire rock is an elevator!
I already said that.
But can I just throw something out there?
Sure.
So the whole rock is an elevator, right?
Yes.
So this elevator is encased in rock.
Yes.
So, but the elevator's moving within the rock, so the whole rock isn't an elevator. Does that make sense? You see why I'm confused?
Yeah. Listen, let's be honest here. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
we'll go
I
with
just
that.
realized I forgot to buy skills from Monomi. Can I still do that?
Yes, you should be able to still do that. It'll have the little pre-trial screen, like there's a
Okay.
beep, 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 beep.
So I can do it on the pre-trial screen. I don't have to do it here.
You don't have to do it right here either. No.
Okay. Whoa, the music went away when we did that. That's weird.
Uh-oh.
Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
However, if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around.
Even so, we're going pretty deep.
You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. It's really weird not hearing the sound effects.
I
How
know.
did Kiwi miss this? Come on!
Oh my gosh.
There we were, listening to unpleasant roars, no we aren't, as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then, the elevator door slowly opened. Oh good, I was worried that it wouldn't come back.
Okay, I was about to say.
Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fate.
Why, you?
What the hell is he thinking? Looking us at a shitty-looking place like this.
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on! You're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. Well, looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we will find out who killed Byakuya. Kind of sounds like nyuk nyuk.
What?
The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as the leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. What a sap.
Mm-hmm. What a sap. Oh.
Oh, sorry, that was Yoko. The person who did it is one of us? I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Yeah, I want to say thank you. Like,
Yeah,
come
sure.
on. What kind of scrub do you think I am? Okay, here we go. I go to the opening hand to do
Yes.
it.
Yep.
Alright, so I did something. The ones I want are. You mentioned before that there's a really easy combo here with neural liberation and delusion. It's not. I was thinking about it, and this isn't something I necessarily want to rely on, but it's a good safety net just in case things get disastrous. So I figured, screw it, we'll get them both.
Yeah, because that one is the one. If I just want to confirm, because that's the one that influence recovers over time during concentration, right?
Yeah.
And the one above it was the one for like good. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that was exactly it.
Yeah.
That's very powerful in this game.
Yeah, it makes sense. And then I decided I've still got 6 hope fragments, and I want to buy Trigger Happy, which I'm pretty sure I used most of the time in the first game, so that I can shoot faster, which is valuable. So,
Gotcha.
of course, I still don't know if I'll be able to equip all of them, because who knows with SP and whatnot. And then we don't
about
give a
to find
fuck
out.
about downshift and upshift. Fuck those.
Yeah.
We don't even unlock them in the first
Oh, right.
the first game until the post game.
Mm-hmm.
But all right,
Those are
let's
set
go ahead and
skills.
set our skip. Here we go. Okay, cost 5. Ooh.
Ah, okay.
Well,
So I would suggest, because it's OP with both of them, I don't think you need both of them right
yeah, I agree. So I'm gonna go with this.
now. The one that recovers, yeah. Let's go with the one that recovers.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
just
that makes
recover
more sense.
more later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do that.
Check
Change
our
difficulty.
Okay, it's both at kind. Good. Byakuya Togami was killed. The blue hue of our vacation is now a crimson red.
Lies, it's pink.
Is the killer really one of us? Or is it someone else?
What?
The class trial starts now. Oh, there's a damn.
Bam!
Now
Hand
then,
voice.
let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Oh my god.
What? Monami?
Yeah.
During
Yep.
the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
I also just want to see who are my neighbors here.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it's kind of like, okay, who do I have to worry about hitting me with their elbow? Okay, can we fucking get to me? Please. I just want to know. Okay, I don't have to worry about her hitting me because she's a tiny little squirt. Okay, I'm good. I'm not gonna get punched here.
If you vote correctly,
Yet.
then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
I love that they're all still flat.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
This is gonna be really, really distracting just hearing him. It's like, god damn it. Why are
Makoto.
you Makoto?
I know, right?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you.
And then
Such
really,
a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
now that you're like gonna get to hear the trials more and more of these people talking and stuff, it'll be like, ooh, I kind of recognize that voice, and we can talk about it more.
Yeah, or, ooh, that's what they actually sound like. Maybe I can make that fit better.
Nope, Akane's country from now on now.
Okay.
By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry.
You told us they were gonna be fair in the last game, and, then you cheated. Fucking bear.
Mhm.
I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
That's fair, to be honest.
Oh,
You hate me that much?
mushrooms!
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh?
Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Of course you would say that.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that. But ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that, we fucked. No, thinking about the if here is a bit of a waste of time. We gotta do this, no matter what. So, this is where you start talking again.
Yes. So, the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other, without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle and fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls.
And also pause the timer in case you need a moment to think. Haha!
You broke my system, what the heck? Well then, good luck and have fun.
Knife, bloodstain, get some floorboard already. Oh, I just... What?
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
Yes, we know this.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Not a fan of the start-finish line compared to the old movie where it showed like how many pages there were.
I get it.
What he just said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know.
By the way, drinking
was
game for this
Byakuya's
one that
body
you would die from every time they say
place
under
like
the table
that?
in this trial.
Oh god, I don't... Oh
His
shoot, I
body
forget
was
the
underneath.
controls. Actually, I do need to go ahead and check this. Fast forward, it's control, and concentrate is space. Okay.
At the very back of the...
After the killer they probably moved the body
Oh
there.
god, cursor, what the hell was that?
No, that's wrong.
Whoa, what happened there?
My cursor was super fast.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Nope.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
God damn.
I respond better to praise, you know.
Sounds like me when we're on a stream.
Oh my god. Yeah, it does
If the
sound like
killer
you.
didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What?
2,
You think he was killed under the table?
3.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed.
4.
I'm already passed out.
I know, right?
Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
We know!
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
That sounds the exact opposite of Byakuya.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
But if you're scared of being stabbed in the dark, it's not a bad place to try and hide, in all honesty.
Interesting.
Like, that would actually be smart thinking if you weren't about to get stabbed from underneath the floorboards. But, you know.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably... Where is it? There it is. Murder threat. Let's click what out?
This may sound presumptuous, but I think that's wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Crap!
Well, everyone's staring. I mean, that sounded accurate to me.
So, well, did the note specifically have to do with something he was doing at the party?
Yeah, trying to stop people from being killed.
True. Okay. Kind of think along those lines. Well, something specific he did at the party.
I mean, the only other thing he was doing was the items, which is what I was thinking next for the case.
Gotcha.
Oh, what? Oh, that's right. Right mouse button.
Crap!
At least you're not
I'm
losing
correct.
like full
I'm
hearts.
just not saying what they want me to say. I'm
I
still
know.
correct. That's the frustrating thing with both this and Phoenix Wright. Is people will be like, no, I know what it is, but you don't like how I'm getting to the answer.
Exactly.
How does it want?
Crap! Are you about to go through them from top to bottom?
No, not from top to bottom, because some things don't make sense. Like, why he dove under the table?
To escape the embarrassing pose.
I mean... I mean...
Crap!
He saw something, so that's why he went under there. Literally,
Well,
everything I'm saying
go
is
off
correct.
of that. What? Go off of that. What did he possibly see?
The knife, I guess.
I can prove it with this.
I don't feel like that had to
Probably
be the correct
has
answer
something
here.
to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
How would you know? You weren't in there.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
So far, he's the only one that sounds familiar.
Of course.
Oh, Nekomaru?
Yeah.
I have proof to back me up.
We've got a whole trial.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point... Oh, this is you talking, right.
Oh, but from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. Sorry, I was reviewing the voice actor sheet that I have. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. When you shoot at a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun again! But now you can test out, since you took a little damage, you can test out your delusion perk.
Mm-hmm.
Perk! They're skills, not perks.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table.
This is a lot faster than the first
During
game,
the blackout.
cursor.
Oh yeah.
God.
That sounds correct.
No,
Okay,
you're
wasn't
very
correct, I
wrong.
wasn't paying
That's the
attention.
case.
Shit.
During the blackout, Mr. Ham-Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food!
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Oh, we could.
I doubt he could have seen the killer.
It's true. Getting under that table during the blackout would have been nearly impossible. But...
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table.
During the that sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, must have seen the killer take.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food!
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong! No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Well, that's new.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Huh?
The other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument?
Yes.
Yes. Just between you and me, I was also surprised.
Bullshit.
Just kidding. I'm sorry.
Why you gotta do this to me?
Because Tutorial-san deserves character too. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown.
I do like how they're giving the tutorial personalities. Like, what the fuck?
In this mode, you'll have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the Wazad keys. Based on the shape of their remark, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, you'll end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, please review any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark.
I am so confused right now.
Yeah, we'll learn it. Huh? What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry. It appears there's been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun! So, with the normal remarks, you have to cut them down now, instead of just let them go by. That's with the Wazad keys. And when you see a weak point, then you left-click again to cut it.
Right.
If you just use common sense.
Slice!
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
When am I supposed to be doing this?
Yeah, you just did a slice.
Hit everything?
Yes.
Okay. Well, when it tells me that I'm only supposed to be cutting, like, I only have certain amounts, it makes me think, oh, only cut certain things.
Well, the reason being is because it's gonna be like you can't just give one cut to each thing. You have to be careful about it. But you don't lose hearts if you don't cut everything, though. I'll say that.
Right.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
And
where's
then,
your proof that the killer used them?
Like here, your cuts reset.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even, in reality. That's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Whoops.
I feel like I'm not doing anything but just hitting the down button.
It's gonna get harder. Mahiru's tutorial mode.
Goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality. So those goggles were planned and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Remember,
how am I supposed to just kill one of them?
What?
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark.
You don't treat weak spots the same way.
So those goggles were planned and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words! No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
I'm worried that you think that's a clever word.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case. since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too?
Highly doubtful.
If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Oh God.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it with duct tape.
I see.
Not tonight's main dish.
No.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Boy, if he was, then he shouldn't be dead.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Yeah, you...
About the evil eye? What?
No.
Nah.
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was... Okay, game. Really? You're not even gonna... That was... Why?
Well, press tab.
Oh God. It's like, I don't know, it advanced and I was like, why are you advancing me to the next thing?
Yeah, that went so quick, that was
this.
weird.
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Sakura? Is that you?
I
Are
think
you here
it's
to help
me,
us?
sweetie.
Oh. Oh God, she followed us.
Sorry.
Hey, the hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer? Is it really one of us? Who isn't? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya? No one can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Oh, God.
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Okay, now that we've heard from him again, I have a question about Nekomaru's voice actor here.
Yes.
Did they voice anybody in Kid Icarus Uprising?
I don't recognize that name right off the bat. I have to look him up real quick. Give me a moment.
Do that. Look for Magnus.
Magnus, okay. He was a Magnus. Where was this? What was the game again?
Kid Icarus Uprising.
Kid Icarus, okay. It doesn't show on there, but a Magnus did come up for another thing, which I think lines up pretty nicely. It looks like you're very right.
That's what I fucking thought.
Yeah, because it shows for Magnus for Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
And clicking on Magnus goes to Kid Icarus, redirected from lists of Kid Icarus characters because it doesn't have a full list to show everything, but it looks very connected.
Unless he was recast. Because I was thinking, was like, the way he's talking, it sounds like Magnus's quote when he comes out of the Assist Trophy. Sorry, I had other things to attend to. And I just played Kid Icarus Uprising on the channel 2 games ago. Ooh. And funnily enough, in the previous game on the channel, another character from Kid Icarus was voicing a character in that game with Medusa. So I'm just like, God damn it, everything's Kid Icarus right now.
Right, so here's the deal. Uprising was someone completely different.
Aha, okay.
But
so he did for Smash.
Yes, that is correct. But while we're on him, I'll have another fun one for you with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that, you know how they have the Mortal Kombat games and everything?
Of course, I'm familiar with Mortal Kombat to a degree.
Yep, the more recent ones, he is the voice of Scorpion. He's our Scorpion boy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, I didn't see the last message. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands. Glowing paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark.
Oh, during that point where we were figuring things out, I was letting the timer go down and not realizing it.
Oops.
In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
No, they painted them after the fact, Meekin. Jesus.
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Yeah.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
What?
I am not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
That's a fair question.
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened?
After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing.
Just don't make me do the sword thing again.
Soon, Xantok.
Oh, God.
If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue points, the blue-colored weak spots will be agree points.
What the fuck?
When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct.
Okay.
When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here?
No.
Well, I'm in Arizona, that's probably why. From now on, we must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Again. Well then, for the third time, good luck and have fun.
Oh, Jesus, who said what? Okay,
You may help.
you can be you.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Just from listening to Pekka's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backed up her testimony. Maybe
Since Peko was in the office,
legit.
she could have caused the...
That's impossible.
Huh? Why?
Because I was not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Consent.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Yeah, it's
Are you
nothing
Zantok?
like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
Why are you not just saying, yeah, that's true?
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Alright, you are becoming someone that I'm not liking, so maybe stop.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach.
Because of Teru's terrible cooking.
Because of that,
I mean, yeah.
I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited? Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Okay, but if Peko wasn't tall enough, who is? Come on. The question is whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence, or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Now I'm going with coincidence, because we know how the breakers are tripped, and it wasn't them happening manually.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Why was that funny?
The way he said that.
Now that you mention
And the
it,
implication that Teru's food is weird.
you brought food to the
Oh,
office,
yeah.
right?
I get that.
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Teru cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting to get from that. Whether Pecco's stomachache was a coincidence or someone intentionally caused it, we need to clarify that.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it,
You brought food to the office.
Just a little bit from...
There might have been some laxatives in it.
Teru cooked the.
I wouldn't do anything. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
I mean, nobody ate it.
Did nobody eat it?
Nobody ate it.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
now that you mention it,
You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining...
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you?
No, that's wrong. No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall.
That's not strictly true, really. If they would just put in certain food.
Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
cease this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Trashy skank?
I feel like of everyone, she's the least likely to be that. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, and the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. Oh my god, I already know this. I was trying to get there with the last one. Okay, well, it could be the irons. Okay, no, we don't have the AC part this time. Alright.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
Close.
Probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
God, there's so many.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Agree.
I can't. It won't let me.
I know.
Alright.
Who tripped the
That was in
breaker?
the full
If you can't
argument.
answer that, did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote.
They probably...
It does not have to be. They may have tampered with the power...
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
See,
I agree with that.
Something I like to do with the first game is I would be like, okay, I remember the thing I want is on this page, so I can scroll.
It's just as Mahiru said.
I can't do that
The
now.
blackout was caused by a power surge.
Because it just shows a scale of start to finish.
I get it. It's a
Of
little
course, that's
strange.
not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
That plus the AC.
Yeah.
I guess.
It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh god, not again.
No, I'm not ready.
Hold on a second. Let me speak too.
No, Magnus.
What the heck?
No,
You say the
Magnus.
irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout?
Yes.
That's inexcusable!
Why?
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone who, when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall were... If the irons caused them, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
See, I also feel like with this whole sword thing, I'm not paying attention at all to what's being said. I'm just pressing buttons.
I know, it's a little bit like, oh dear.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
But the people in the dining hall were... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words! The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
He's also starting to sound a little bit familiar, but I can't pick out why.
Who, Hajime?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we talked about this, remember?
Did we?
Yeah, it's Johnny Youngbosh.
Ah, but he voices like a million things.
Yes, it's Persona 4, the hero, and Redacted.
Oh. Now, okay. Yeah, now I know which voice he reminds me of.
Yes.
Yep.
The direct
also...
trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
That's gonna drive me nuts now forever.
Absolutely. Fun fact, he also has been a Power Ranger. He was the second Black Ranger, also was a well, I had it, it's right here in front of me. He was also Brock in the Pokemon Origin series. And Artemis, the white cat from Sailor Moon for a certain series too.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Johnny Youngbosh is
Air
everywhere.
conditioners!
Oh, yeah. He's one of those that's in literally everything.
Yeah, right?
Him, Troy Baker, Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey. You're trying to be hard pressed to find something, at least one of them's not
Gosh, true.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout.
Yes.
I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Never say that again. That word is way too smart for you. I'm sorry, but the guy has like 50% of his dialogue has been him talking about needing to shit. So
true.
So far, not impressed.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out.
So far with this case in particular, characters that are losing, Neko Mario, characters that are winning, Sonya.
Sonya's winning?
In terms of like the character they're showing this, like she's been great this trial. It's like her little indubitably, and then bringing up the night vision goggles. She said something else. So it's like really, you think this kind of moment? She's coming out strong here.
Cease this
so
bickering.
Once they set the air conditioners timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Meanwhile, he's slipping.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
How cruel.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Why are you being weird?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
He's also not sounding a lot like Makoto right now. Being super weird. I mean, it's there, but it's not the same voice like it has been for a lot of his other lines.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point.
Donuts?
Has anyone thought about our
Donuts,
situation
oh my gosh.
like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
Somebody, okay, you're right about something. He's a baked potato, not mashed potatoes. Because he is high as fuck right now.
Oh boy.
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Fucking same, actually.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Way to channel your inner Phoenix, right? Let's just bluff our way through.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
Oh look, we were the ones
The
closest.
diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
And
Here it
so
is.
was Mr. Oh, I guess he was actually closer. But we both were, I guess. Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. Only 4 people are really close enough. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark.
Yeah, this is new.
We are Phoenix right now! Hey!
Yep. So what did...
Tape.
Crap! Okay, so what is that? No, so... Yeah, you know what you're looking. You know, kind of like the point for what you're looking for, right?
The glowy shit. What clued them in? The knife was
right.
Oh shit, Nagita. The knife was hidden on the table, right? But you were saying the killer used it to move in the dark? That doesn't make any sense.
Crap!
So consider this: the tablecloth was probably down, right as the blackout started. So, how did they get to the table in that case?
I mean, it had been these, but he was using them.
It's Nagito again.
Byakuya was using the night vision goggles, right? And there's no way the killer could have used them.
Crap!
And how would the killer use the tablecloth to move in the dark?
Crap!
What are they fucking... Alright, I'll give him that one.
Here!
I'll give him that one.
The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course. There's no way they used the desk lamp's light. They actually used a cord.
I can prove it with this! They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right?
I thought it was weird when Mahiru included the cord in the diagram. It's like, why? What does this fucking matter? This isn't what I asked
now it
for.
does.
Why did you include this? I figured it'd be something. It was like, I don't get it for now. We'll find out later, I guess. And like, okay.
By doing that,
We're there.
the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Mahiru. Wait.
Who?
The only person here who could have possibly done it. I also want to point out that it was really weird when he was just like, hey, let's go to Byakuya's place. I wonder what clues could be there.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Well, I would say there was a couple other people. We were close, and Kyoko was close. Arguably, Nekomaru, though, he wouldn't really be able to get behind us.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
In a video game.
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, so what did you think would happen? Whoever draws a chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
Oh.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
That's a very Mondo pose.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Alright, well, now that he's lost his ever-loving mind, I can mention something.
Yes?
So, before starting the game and I was seeing the character's art, I was like, this guy looks like he's evil. He's got, like, the white hair, the little look in his eye, he looks like he's a little unhinged. And I was planning to giving him, like, a bit of an unhinged voice for when he gets to his dialogue. But then when he was talking, he was just like, oh, I'm just, you know, Makoto 2.0, I'm just a nice cunt. It's like, well shit, the voice I had in mind doesn't fit him anymore. I feel vindicated a little bit here.
There you go.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes, the darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Makes sense.
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
Just a little bit.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Me too, man.
Oh!
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Okay, but not that part.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute.
What?
Did she just compare herself to a psychopathic murder?
Did she?
Yeah, because she's saying, what's his fucking face? Nagito is like,
Jason.
oh, he's the kind of guy who would love watching this horror slasher film. I also do. Like, what?
What?
Okay.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito? Wait, what?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think
somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then, how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there, and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health.
In that case, why don't you guard the office?
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent? I believe his talent is the ultimate unlucky student.
Yeah, totally, right?
I mean, it's
I
kind of
see.
feels that way.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with the red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student, it don't seem very lucky right now.
Interesting.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
He's really not.
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please! Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
Are we pulling another Hina? Come on now.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these blinds, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please, time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all.
First game, I miss you.
Well, it's mostly because I'm the worst, and I made you try to up it a little bit.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm. In that case, all it means is this explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever. Oh, please don't worry. I'm not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That will be explained later. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls.
Start button? What?
What? That's... Well then, good luck and have fun. Where...
But we're using keyboard.
I know, what just happened there?
I'm so confused.
Tutorial-chan, you had a friggin... What the hell?
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
Why does Mikon think it's strange? Because she must know something that contradicts the crime scene.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already
That bastard Nagi, he killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
No, that's wrong! That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse!
Wow.
Not a whorehouse!
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout?
Oh,
If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision!
Oh my god.
Don't get distracted! Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. That can't be. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. I mean, the night vision. I'm gonna go with Ibuki's account though.
Okay.
I can prove it with this. Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
Don't act so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Don't
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
What?
I'm gonna go with all four are better than yours, actually. Sorry.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth!
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So, Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife. And he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both have said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
You could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Because Fuyuhiko stabbed him.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles.
Okay.
What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time, I didn't know anything about this guy. I don't know, his true character, it's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, well, we will die here. It's a bit of a pained looking face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh ho!
Oh, suspend.
So, oh, okay.
Well now.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you.
What's this?
To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion!
10 billion?
Ooh, I'm down for that. Of course! For those of you who don't know who the killer is, You can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so what the fuck is this?
Left mouse button continue or B guess the killer challenge.
But I don't have a B.
There's no B!
Just kidding. You can't make a choice. Oh, okay. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
Dick.
You're so evil.
Villain! You truly are a villain!
I did a little tease
Bam.
there. Alright, so apparently in this game, they're just like, hey, the trials are going to be longer than the first one, so let's put breakpoints in the middle of them.
Yay!
So, we'll be ending the episode here. Go ahead and take the killer challenge yourself and post who you think it is. I'm thinking Fuyuhiko again at this point. And we'll pick up next time to find out who it actually is. And have our save data potentially deleted.
Okay, well, you didn't do the challenge, though, so your save data is safe.
Oh, no, we're doing the challenge. No, I'm kidding. We're not. Maybe. if I'm correct, then we're doing the challenge. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Retroactively deciding.
Yes. With that, see you all then. Bye, everyone.
Later.